Before we get into the video, a quick reminder, we provide the latest up-to-date important news regarding study opportunities in Saudi Arabia, and we also publish the most interesting and useful information about life in Medina. Don't forget to subscribe to our channels, the links can be found in the description of this video.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Ahlan wa sahlan wa marhaban. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can come to Medina and memorize the Quran either in full or a big portion of the Quran at the Masjid Nabawi, as lots of people do. So there are people out there who come to Medina under a tourist visa or some other type of visa, and they solely focus on Quran memorization. And for this topic alone, we've made a whole guide that has everything you need to fulfill these, let's say, life-changing project. And there's going to be, inshallah, more PDF guides on different topics. For example, a guide about Quran circles and Mutun circles at the Prophet's Mosque for 3 age groups, like kids, teenagers, and adults, in length. Actually, this document is almost ready, it's almost complete. It has like 15 pages. It has all the most beneficial information about the study opportunities for women in Medina. There are at least 4 free Marrakis where women study Arabic, where they study fiqh, aqidah, at least in one of them, Markaz Al-Manar. There's going to be even more guides, inshallah, in the future, and they're going to be shared in this folder on Google Drive. And let's start with the first one. This is a guide on coming to Medina for a year or maybe for 6 months, and then memorizing the Quran as much as possible. First of all, you can find the link in the PDF document. So you just click here, and then it will send you to Google Drive, where you can find all these PDF files, inshallah. And of course, these PDF files are going to be shared on my social media, which is Telegram channel Study in Saudi. You can click on the link. Probably you are subscribed to this channel if you are watching this video, because we provide all the latest and updated information about study opportunities in Saudi Arabia, or Telegram channel Medina Insights, as you can see over here, where we are talking about different parts of life in Medina. So yeah, let's start with this guide. It has, as I told you before, it has everything you need to fulfill this life-changing project. Of course, it starts with the sign-up process. You can just click on the paragraph, and it's gonna send you to the paragraph that you've chosen. So you just click on it, and then you just go. So let's just cover this PDF document quickly, just to show you what this PDF document has, and then you can download this document and just ponder over it. And by the way, feel free to share this PDF file. Inshallah, it's going to be very beneficial for people, for Muslims, brothers and sisters who want to memorize the Quran and who want to study and seek knowledge in Medina. The first paragraph starts with the sign-up process for men and women. It's a very straight-up process, nothing special. You just go to a certain door. For men, this is the door number 22. You go to this door and go all the way up, and then you will see a room with many Saudi workers, and they will register you. They will help you get registered in the halaqah of Quran. For women, of course, it's a different place, because all the places are segregated from women and men. You just go to the door number 25, and then you do as it says over here. You just go to the office, and then you get registered there. And even the registration process is described in length. So this is from the experience of a brother from the United States. I talked to him personally. He was one of our clients, and he came to Medina with 9 ajza memorized, and within 1 year he did khatm. He memorized the Quran until the end, and then he got his certificate and got back to his country, to the United States. So he says that make sure that you have your visa and passport. These are the only things that you will need to get registered. And sometimes they also ask you for the email And if you don't speak Arabic, then consider bringing somebody who can translate. If there is nobody, some of the workers, they speak English, so it's not going to be a problem. And once there, you just submit your passport and visa. I signed up with an e-visa. This is from the experience of a brother. And many are unaware that you can also sign up with a tourist visa. You don't have to be a resident of Saudi Arabia. This is so beautiful. People just come under a tourist visa, under a business visa, any type of visa, and they can study at the Prophet's Mosque in the study circles, in the halaqah of Quran or mutun. Okay, then you provide basic details like where you're from, where do you want to study Quran or mutun study circles. Let's say you want to study in a Quran study circle, then you choose the timing. Is it going to be after Fajr, Asr, Maghrib, or Isha? Then they register you. And by the way, you can sign up for both types of halaqah, for the Quran halaqah and mutun halaqah. It's allowed, there's no problem with that. So you can attend one halaqah after one salah and another halaqah after another salah. You can even sign up for 2 halaqah of Quran. So you're going to be in halaqah of Quran after Asr and after Maghrib. This is also an option. Then let's say you want to memorize the Quran. You just tell them in the office that I want to memorize the Quran. Also, you can ask them for a teacher who speaks your language. There are teachers who speak Urdu. There are teachers who speak English. I've heard even there was a teacher who speaks Chinese. So you can ask if they have somebody who speaks your language, and if they have somebody who speaks your language, if they can accommodate, of course they will do that. If not, then Arabic language is a universal language in the city of the Prophet ﷺ. Then, after they completed the registration process, you're going to receive this. They give you a little piece of paper, and then you go around and look for your teacher by the number of halaqah. So we see this is the number of halaqah, 572. So the brother, he got this piece of paper, and it says his halaqah is number 572. And then he goes around and looks for something like this that has the number of the halaqah, as you can see. So it's age group. No, it's not age group. This is age group, adults. This is timing after Asr, and this is the number of halaqah. That's how you find your halaqah. And that's it. You just go to your teacher, pay respect, give salam, and tell them about where you're from, your goals, and how long you're going to stay, and then you're going to start your memorization, inshallah. And now, inshallah, I'm going to talk about the Quran memorization process itself. And again, it's based on the real experience of a brother who came here, who lived here for a whole year, came just with 9 ajza, and memorized and completed the memorization of the Quran within a year. He was memorizing on average 2 pages a day. And of course, at first, you might memorize less, right? Because you are a beginner. You're not used to memorizing big portions of the Arabic text, especially if you don't understand Arabic. But with time, just like with everything else, you adapt, and then you'll be able to memorize more. So if it says that he was memorizing 2 pages a day on average, it doesn't mean that he was memorizing 2 pages from the very beginning. Maybe in the beginning he was only able to memorize 1 page or less, and then over time he got better, and just on average he memorized 2 pages a day, if we are talking about the time in length. And also there is a big virtue of seeking knowledge in Al-Masjid Nabawi, and this is khas, this is only in the Masjid Nabawi. You will never get this virtue in any other masjid except for this masjid, which is, it was narrated that Abu Hurairah radiallahu anhu said, I heard the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alayhi wasallam say, whoever comes to this mosque of mine, meaning the Prophet's mosque, Al-Masjid Nabawi, and only comes for a good purpose, such as to learn or to teach, his status is like that of one who fights in jihad in the cause of Allah. So whoever stays in the masjid, came to the masjid to learn or to teach, and as long as he's there, he gets the reward of the one who fights in the cause of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, which is a beautiful, beautiful virtue that should be a big incentive for all of us to come to Medina and try to implement this project, to memorize the Quran in this beautiful, in this blessed place, which is the Masjid Nabawi. Okay, here we have some visa information. So the brother comes from the United States, and in the beginning he obtained a tourist visa. Oh no, from the beginning he obtained a tourist visa rather than e-visa, which is stamped on the passport, meaning that he could stay here for 6 months straight. Then he would have to leave the country and do re-entry. What people usually do, let's say that you came here for 6 months if you're from the United States. If you are from the UK, they have this new waiver visa that's also valid for 6 months. Then you can leave the country, get another visa and get back. So what people do, they just go to the border of Saudi Arabia and Jordan. They take a car, cross the border and get back. Meaning they just enter the country, exit the country and immediately get back and renew their stay. And that's what he did. He stayed here for 6 months, left the country, he went to Jordan, which borders on Saudi Arabia, and got back. And important note, please be aware that the visa situation is quite dynamic, meaning that it changes, they issue new visa. That's why I didn't stop on particular types of visa, because by the time you watch this video, maybe they will make another type of visa, because the situation is changing quickly. As for the accommodation, the brother stayed with some other brothers, so they just rented a room. And you can read this in length when you download this document, but just a rough total of his monthly expenses would be somewhere around 1,500 riyals, which is about $266 up to $400. For people who come from the Western world, it's going to be Allahumma barik. It's going to be easy, inshallah. That's the beautiful part of this guide, and just this opportunity in general, that you don't have to be a millionaire to come to Medina and memorize the Quran in the Prophet's mosque. If you just save up enough, this is gonna be enough for you, inshallah. Especially if you have somebody who can help you out. Maybe you have a caring brother who will be happy to sponsor you while you're in Saudi Arabia memorizing the Quran. Yeah. And here's another note. Frequently accommodations near the Masjid Nabawi are rented completely unfurnished. So in this instance, so this is the brother's room, he had to do many things because it was completely unfurnished. So they had to paint the walls, they had to got the carpeting, they had to buy the air conditioning and everything. So be prepared for something like that, because in Saudi Arabia, for some reason, at least in Medina, they like renting apartments out unfurnished. Even when I was getting my apartment over here in Rabba, it was completely unfurnished. There is a video on my YouTube channel that it was completely empty, holes in the wall instead of air conditioning. So I had to furnish it from the scratch. And here is the approach of that brother, how he was memorizing the Quran. And Allahumma barik, the brother was very serious about it. You can read about his approach. Of course, it doesn't mean that you have to stick only to stick to this approach. You can stick to a way that's more suitable for you. Just make sure that you put efforts and you try your best. And yeah, that's the whole guide. There's not that much, but this is enough for you to have all the information that you need to come to Medina and do this. This is such a beautiful opportunity that very few people know about. Allahumma barik. Yes, not everybody is accepted in the Islamic University of Medina. Not everybody gets the chance to study in the universities of Saudi Arabia, fully funded scholarships. But still, if you put some efforts and you are mukhlis in your niyyah, in your intention, meaning that you have a pure intention, and you take the means and you make dua to Allah to make it happen for you, subhanAllah, this is possible. So please do not waste this opportunity. That's why this guide was made. I really hope that it will benefit people, because that's what I do. Sometimes I'm just stopped randomly in the street here in Medina and people say, I watched a video, such and such video, and I got inspired and I came to Medina and now I'm studying in the Mahad of Masjid Nabawi. Or now I came and I'm studying here, I'm studying there, I study there. MashaAllah, this is beautiful. That's why I'm making these videos. So please don't waste this opportunity. Now you got this information. If you can do it, please do it. If you cannot, just feel free to share this PDF files with somebody else. Maybe some of your friends will be able to pull it off. And here is the final note. This compilation was a collaborative effort involving multiple individuals. This PDF file was mostly made by me, and some of the brothers helped me gather some of the information. But the rest of the documents, not all of them are going to be made by me, but still they're going to be, I'm going to make sure that they're going to be accurate, they're going to be reliable, and they are going to be beneficial, inshallah. If you come across any mistakes, then you can reach out to us through Gmail, or maybe you have some valuable additions for this document. Feel free to do so. But please keep in mind that this email is only for enhancing PDF files, to make it better. But if somebody sends their general inquiries of questions, how I can do this, how I can do that, etc., unfortunately we won't be able to answer. I won't be able to answer because there's only so much time and there's only one me, and yeah. So feel free to share this document. Remember that they're going to be shared on the social media, which is Telegram channel Study in Saudi and another Telegram channel Medina Insights. Feel free to share this document, and there is going to be more valuable and beneficial guides. So stay in touch. Jazakumullah khairan. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
And don't forget that we provide the latest up-to-date important news regarding study opportunities in Saudi Arabia, and we also publish the most interesting and useful information about life in Medina. Don't forget to subscribe to our channels. The links can be found in the description of this video.